Live from the MC.
You hear that? You know what time it is. Time and time again, gentlemen. Once again, the boys are back in town. Put them crowns upside down. Let your girl know it's going down. In town, out of town. You let me know, ma. We pulling up. You heard?
It's the DP, be back in the MC too.
DJ Fresco is here.
You know the fucking vibe.
That's right. Give me some applause. Give me some applause.
Your boy DJ Fresco's here. He's finally here after so many fucking shout outs.
That's right.
He's been supposed to pull up. He finally pulled up.
You know, I didn't want to invite myself and all that. I wanted y'all, I wanted to make sure like we, how it say, like I was worthy of coming on, like y'all seen, like I could actually like talk about topics and all that, and that y'all have something for me at least,
Oh, we're flattered. We're flattered.
Claro. And let's not forget, he also brought on his boy Jay Ren. Jay Ren, introduce yourself to the people that don't know you out there.
That's right.
So this is J Red right here.
Ooh.
J Red official for the IG.
That's right.
see me?
Just underscore mention underscore for the Twitter.
Okay.
We out here.
All right.
New York.
That's right. Give my man a round of
Uptown,
applause
Dykeman.
again. Let's
Boy Jay
go.
Ren, fucking DJ Fresco's here. Izzy couldn't make it today. He's out there had to take a plane outside the country somewhere, You know Sprizzy and his Switzerland vibes.
It was an international hinge date.
Claro. Sprizzy, don't forget, take her to Crown Fry.
Take her to Crown Fried. I don't know. That's tough, B. I might not get nothing if you want to go to Crown Fried. I might get you some chicken sticks and French fries for yourself.
4 for 4.
On 4 for 4 from Crown Fried. Diablo.
Nah, Wendy's all day.
That's
Wendy's
right.
all day, man.
That's right, bro. Wendy's
Nah,
or Mickey
4 for
D's,
4.
though?
Nothing beats it.
Wendy's or Mickey D's?
Oh, McDonald's, yeah.
McDonald's got the better fries, but Wendy's.
Wendy's has better nuggets.
I just
Okay.
fell in love with it right now. Recently I just been getting more of Wendy's. It's just more convenient to go to, in my opinion. Like, a McDonald's is like more old school for me now. I don't want to get past that. I want to
That's
be more healthy,
yeah.
quote
I
unquote.
feel you.
Make my conscience feel a little better.
The lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
But isn't it tough to get the Wendy's up here? Oh no, there's one on 230 something now,
Yeah,
right?
you always in the whip or whatever. You could
That's
even
right.
walk. Like,
Because before you only had 165 from here. It wasn't easy to access Wendy's from Dykeman before all the apps came along. You feel me? You had to go to 165th.
Yeah, it was 165th on Broadway. That was the only one.
That's
next
what I'm
to
saying.
the hospital.
Now I could just pay $12 on Uber Eats for them to bring me that shit.
4 for 4, that shit comes
Four
back.
for four. That's just gonna be
bro.
$36. Tip,
bro,
tax,
I never even made a Uber Eats account. None of that.
bro. I made an
I know
account,
that-
but I don't use it.
Yeah. I know it's too much money to be spending like that.
That shit is beast, bro.
Yeah, and you having it this like you always in the mood to eat. At least me.
Of course,
I'm
listen,
like, down to
me
eat.
too.
Yeah, I'm down to eat, man. So it's like,
Having that Uber Eats is dangerous too because it gives you access to a bunch of shit that usually you like, damn, I gotta hop in the whip. But you like, I want a dog 15 White Castle burgers. Let me Uber Eats that shit.
yeah.
But that's dangerous, bro. Now you paying an arm and a leg.
Going away to college like I did for the semester, bro. That Uber Eats was like, yo, if I fucked myself up with the
Yeah, you was beasting on the Uber Eats.
bro, yo.
But
it'd be
what
like,
the school food wasn't good. It was trash.
school food, like, it was. Yo, they just had a bunch of unhealthy shit, bro. Like, you shouldn't be eating like chicken wings every single day, or
Right.
bacon and get cheeses, or grilled cheeses with bacon. Mad greasy food, you feel
Just
me?
mad swine everywhere.
Mad, you feel me? And then they have a couple centers that sell like the Southwest.
Noodles, man. What's up with that?
The
That's what niggas was living
ramen.
off of. But
That's
yo,
beat.
when niggas wanted to get bougie and fancy, I paid $33 for Jim Steakout 11-inch hoagie. Pause.
What? 33 cash?
Damn.
Waffle with fries.
That's
3
beast,
in the morning,
bro.
my 2 other boys that was staying with me knocked out, and I just finished it.
You just dogged that whole fucking. You
Dog.
better have for that
you
30
better have
cash.
after paying
I made
$33.
sure- yeah, I ate everything. I made sure. With food, I eat everything. I don't care.
So how much time before you realized the cafeteria wasn't it? Because I know at the beginning you was probably like, "Oh, the cafeteria."
Yeah, but yo, you get sick of it.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, you feel me? And like, I got sick of it by like October, November. In November, my stomach started fucking up badly, bro.
Of course, eating all that garbage.
Yo, I went. It was like when I came back for Thanksgiving, like I was on a detox, and my stomach couldn't even handle it. My
Damn,
stomach was like, "Yo, what is all this?" Like,
that's tough. You can't even handle Thanksgiving. That's when you know it's bad news.
Had a bad Thanksgiving. I think I went to the hospital on Thanksgiving for my stomach.
Damn,
Yup,
for
afterwards.
real.
Yup, because I was throwing up and all that.
Wow.
Damn, what a bad way to pass Thanksgiving.
That is a tough way to have a Thanksgiving, bro.
That shit.
That must have been the worst one.
And waiting in the emergency room for DK.
On Thanksgiving.
Yeah, exactly. And this is, prior COVID, so like, yeah, that shit was not fun having to be on the IV. I already knew. I was like, damn, I can't do it no more. I can't go to Buffalo and eat all that shit. Like, nah.
It's just easy. That's all that's marketed to you.
Lesson learned. You know, everything's about that.
Yeah, and that's all that's marketed to you as like a college
That's the
student.
thing, yeah.
That's really all it is. Ain't nobody pitching no healthy meals for college students.
Hell
It's all ramen with mad sodium and garbage, like you said.
Survival. Just survival.
That's
That's
it.
what it
no.
is.
Mad
That's
bread, mad carbohydrates and all that shit, bro. And like, you gotta have a really strong stomach when you staying over at the dorms, because sometimes you only be eating twice a day, because you see what they giving and you like, nah, I'm not going to eat.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
But did you feel like you had enough, let's say for the people thinking of going out to school or whatever, you feel like you had enough time to do what you had to do for school, and if you really wanted to go to the gym, or you don't think there was enough time?
Hell
to really...
yeah, nah. Even
Yeah?
like, I keep it a buck. Even though I did bad in college, I had a valid schedule. My first class was at 10 a.m. I had like 3 classes a day. It was either 3 or 2. And it was like valid. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is way different than high school, And like he could say the same thing, especially being in the city. And with me, it was like, yo, like I could go to class, come back and take a nap.
Yeah.
And I would just wake up and go to my next class. And then afterwards, I'll go to the gym, have me a little protein shake, feel me? And that was what was cool, was that there was a lot of activities that I could do, and I was doing it with my friends. I wasn't always alone. Sometimes I go dolly, and sometimes I go with my boys.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. But at least you got the experience. There's a lot of people, I could tell you, I never got the experience of going away to school. I don't think G did either. So I never got there. Did you go away to school?
Nah, me either.
Yeah,
Stay here.
that shit is different when you go to another building and that's your college. You feel me?
Yeah.
If you even go, because
I just went to Bing like last week, and that week before I was in Newports. Yeah.
dope. I heard they be wilding out
Yeah,
there.
it was both lit. It was both
Ball.
lit.
Yeah.
Have fun.
And Bing is
Good
fun.
vibes.
Yeah?
Good vibes. Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
It had me thinking like, yo, if I could come here, like a whole different storyline path I would have been in.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be me right now. Like that's crazy. That makes you realize it's just like you just have choices. That's all you have. And make sure that you're doing the right ones and what makes you feel happy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Let your loved ones, you love them. That's how it gotta be. Let all that hate, that energy, let it go. A lot of people have that type of lifestyle because they were raised into it,
Mhm.
or they had to do it,
It's a cycle, bro.
per se, but it just be like that.
It's a cycle, and I think
Acceptance.
especially growing up out here, it's easy to fall into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
people growing up in these
Yeah.
suburbs don't see the kind of shit that we see growing up in the hood in New York.
Yep.
It's completely different.
It's a different attitude.
It is. It's a different
Definitely.
attitude, and that shit all.
No, yeah. With that being said, I want to
Different
get a
in the
little
whole
bit.
world. Different in the whole world.
Yeah, it's true.
I want to get a little bit more into what Jay Red just said and regarding the choices that we make. Here we have you guys that you guys both look pretty young. How old are you
I'm
guys?
21.
21.
I just turned 20 this summer.
Okay, 2021. With that being said, guys, you guys are started at a really young age. You're pretty much DJing. When did you start DJing? At what age?
I started DJing when I was 19, and this was after I had shoulder surgery. Because after shoulder surgery, I realized like I can't play baseball no more, so I wanted to pick up something new. I'm not just someone who could sit on their ass all day and just do something. Like even 2 months after my shoulder surgery, I had to get a job. Like I wanted to get a job because I wanted to make money, and that's how I was able to start DJing. Because my inspiration was I went to a party. I went to a party for my boy's birthday, and I saw the DJ DJing on a laptop. And I just woke up one morning, and it was kind of like a feeling I had, like, bro, you should try that out. Like, that's an easy come up right there. And I was like, bet. But then it got even further into that. I started, like, really loving it. And that's when I started getting the equipment. And this all happened. I started DJing February 19th in 2019. I was 19 years old. So this was, like, last year, a month and a half ago. A year and a half ago. And I just fell in love with it. I love DJing. It's a vibe, like doing parties and all that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay.
What about you, J Rebel? When did you start rapping?
I started rapping when I was in my freshman year. Freshman year of college. Yeah.
What made you decide, like, look, I'm just gonna drop hot bars now, nigga. Let's say it. That's all I'm gonna do, man.
Cause you know what it is? I realized through high school, my first 2 years of high school, it was all fun. Everything was all, let's go outside, let's go out, let's party, let's, do bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it was all that. And then the last 2 years of high school that I had, it was more a realization of life. I realized a lot of shit. I was like, yo, like life is more than just what everybody's being taught. You can actually do what you want to do if you just put in the work. This is just all the essentials. Every class is just a way of learning outside of the class, And that's what inspired me to do something different. I thought I had it all figured out in high school. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to school. I'm gonna have a whole career path planned out for myself.
Yeah.
I think it happened like that. But then I went to college, and then I realized it was a system. And I don't want to fall into the system. I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Like, I see more value in myself as a person, and everybody should, and everybody does have it,
Yeah.
Everybody has that value in themselves. We all living, and we have to be thankful for that, period.
Yeah, I agree. But did anything, I know you say you didn't want to, fall into that same rat race that everybody is kind of aiming for. Is it anything about, have you always kind of liked rapping? Is it something that happened that was like, all right, was there a moment you realized you had enough talent to do it? Because that shit is hard. That's why I give props to any MC, because I can't do that shit. That shit is hard.
You know what it was?
So like, when was it that you realized that you had a knack for this shit?
You know what it was? It was like, once I had an acknowledgement in that, and I had a way of thinking for myself within the system, like, you have to go through it. You got to do what you got to do, but just do it your own way, and that is the right way, And that motivated me to music. I was like, nah, this is something I've done, listened to, looked about, searched up about, talk about every single day since how long?
Since forever.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever. So I was like, nah. And I'm always freestyling in myself, in my mind, after a beat finishes, during a song's coming through, and the people be like, yo, like, what's that? I'm like, yo, that was me. Like, yo, that sounds real. I'm like, yeah, but, I was never into it like that.
Yeah.
Until I realized, like, you know what, I'm going to give it a try, because everything is a try. You don't know something just like that. You try it out.
Of course.
You don't know something tastes good until you try it out, right?
Yeah, that's right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's how it is.
Definitely.
Just like that.
Straight up. Okay. That's what's up. And did you, over time, like, let's say there's someone out there that's thinking about, like, being an MC or being a DJ, like, do you got, especially around your age, because I know, at least for me personally, around your age, it was kind of like, you should know what you want to do. This is what you know what I mean? And
that's the thing. That's the trap.
Tough.
That's
yeah,
the
exactly.
System,
It makes you think like, damn, I
That's
don't know what I want to do.
It makes us think, It makes us go into this life cycle. And, you have to realize that you have your own bubble. You come outside the bubble, you analyze, you work, you do whatever you did, you come back, and then you come back out. Like, that's just how you do it into more levels. It's just
about
levels.
building yourself.
But you got to know what's your levels. You just can't be walking outside thinking you this or acting like this and you're not.
Right.
You know, you gotta earn your respect. You know, that's just how it is. As a human, like that's how we walk. You know, we always making assumptions off how someone even looks, bro. Their skin color, clothing,
Yeah.
period.
Yeah.
Like just like that.
It's true. It's true. All right. So what kind of challenges,
facts.
like, well, just one more thing about each one of the things, like, Fresco, if you had to say to someone who wants to get into DJing, something that maybe you wish you would have done or realized beforehand, is there anything like that? Like, do you, I don't know, anything that like a young DJ might face that you could give him some advice to avoid or to get into earlier? Like what?
I just want to say, believe in yourself 100% and understand that you're gonna be garbage at first, and you're not gonna understand, but learn to accept it. Because the sooner you accept it, the sooner you move forward and progress and finally start defining your sound. You feel me? And even with DJing, even branch out a little more. I'm a producer too. I also produce a lot of beats, which helps me understand the structure of music. So when I'm DJing and I'm mixing, I already know the structure of music. I know how
Right.
beats are supposed to sound. I know what blends together. You feel me? And you know, for me as a DJ, what I would tell someone who's young is really just be as creative as possible. It doesn't only have to be DJing. Talk to your friend about, like, you know, things that get your mind going. Do art, read a book or something about DJing or self-improvement, because even with self-improvement, and that's another thing, even with really practice self-improvement as anything, as any musician. If you're in music, practice self-improvement, because you have to believe in yourself 100%.
Always.
Exactly.
If you don't believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you?
Exactly.
right.
Your parents do not agree with the decision. It was hard for me to tell my mom and pops, like, yo,
Everybody has a different, you know.
yeah. For me, it was a struggle and it was a war. For me,
course.
like, I'm over here like, yo, but I committed to it because I believed in myself 100%. So that's why I cut my safety net off. I'm not in college no more because and it's not even only for
Like,
DJing.
growing a new skin, you know, he grew a new skin like that.
You dig, and
That's
it's
how
like,
you adapt, you become a better person in all those areas. And I've seen his development.
you
You
feel
know,
me?
I've seen his progress. You know, that's just crazy. You know, you start from one beat to another. You know, and I respect that because I don't do that. You know, I don't do that type of work. I can't. I don't have the patience for that. I can't do that at all. So, but seeing him seeing his first piece out to his other piece out, his latest pieces out, I'm like, yo, man, this is something different. He could actually make some noise. You know.
Yeah.
You could
For
do
real.
it. Like, you could do it. I'm telling you, I committed very quickly to what I love, and I love music, and I never thought about doing music. You feel me? Like in middle school, you know, everybody was rapping on the back of their notebooks. I did. I had bars and shit. My first time producing and going on GarageBand, I was, I think, 16 years old. And shout out to my other son, Jared, shout out to my other boy, Jared, because he's a producer too. And I was watching him work, and it got me interested. So I went on GarageBand. Within 30 minutes, I didn't know how to do shit. I quit. I quit. I didn't even go back to the program for the next 3 years.
See, that goes back. It's always trying.
Yeah.
Always trying.
And you can't be
Just
scared
go
to
into
fail.
something.
I want to
Yeah.
get a little bit more
Right.
into that, Esco, because I feel that that's one of your accolades that you basically have in the tuck that we haven't really been aware of. One, I feel we're not exactly aware because you have the DJ in front of your name. So when like automatically you hear DJ, you think they just mix music. You don't actually think, you know, DJ, no, he actually produces music as well.
Right.
So you stated that you've been DJing for about
A year and a half now.
a year and a half now. So when did you make the transition from DJing to, you know what, let me start making music now? And also what happened, because as you just stated that you opened up the program half hour, you didn't know what it was, you just dropped it. What happened then that you decided that you wanted to pick it up again?
Well, I watched it was funny because, you know, when I said I started DJing in February, I got all my equipment in April, and I realized, like, as a DJ, you should be able to produce music as well, because you're so used to already hearing like music that sounds like actual music, and you deal with that a lot. And I felt like for me, I needed something to push my creativity a little more, and that's where producing came in. And when I first started producing, This was up in This was last year November around this time. I made my first beat November 12th in my dorm. Sounds horrible, trash. But the important thing was I made a beat.
Right.
I finished it.
Right.
It was trash, but that was my first beat, and that's what got the that's what starts. You feel me?
That was the launching pad.
Exactly.
For you to be able to see, all right, I
Just
finished
to know
one.
I could do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's what drives you to do better, because you hear how bad it sounds, but you also hear like, well, shit, I made a beat, so why can't I make another one? You know?
And I'm sure at the beginning, just even thinking about making a beat seemed like something you would never be able to do.
I was scared. Even after making my first beat, I was putting off making beats because of how bad I sounded.
Shit, I remember going to the studio my first time. Yo,
Yeah, how was that?
I was scared as shit, yo. No
I can
lie.
imagine, bro.
Yo, when the first time I went, I was like, I had written a piece and I worked on it for like a good month. And I dead as fucked with it. My boys fucked with it too. It was dead as nice. It was, not something crazy, but something I could work off. Like you could see something built. You could build off of it, you know.
Right.
So when I went, I was just already like mad scared. I was like, my mans went first. You know, shout out to my mans Dolly. Dolly Paint Pics, you know. Yo, he was doing this shit before, so me seeing him get into it, you know, I was like, you know, I want to get into it too. It made me motivated, you know, I could say, to get into it.
Okay.
So when I was there, my first session, you know,
With the Cotty, probably.
Yo.
Because you know when you're,
With the
when you're
Cotty.
nervous, you get the Cotty,
Yeah,
nigga.
Jay's is one of those people that speaks with the Cotty.
yeah. It'd be like that. But you know, yeah. So we was there. I'm there in my first session, and we going, and I can't really explain it in words. It was more like a saying to me in my head, like I spoke to myself, saying like, "Yo, you're not gonna get it the first time you do it. You know that, right?"
Right.
And that was hard for me to like accept it at that moment on the mic. When I was already there,
You had to
playing,
speak to yourself.
yeah,
like,
already
yo,
doing that. I was
bro,
like,
yeah.
shit, it really hit me like hard right there.
Yeah.
You know, I acknowledged it real quick.
That inner
You
dialogue.
know, it made me humble myself real quick right
Yeah,
there in
yeah,
that
yeah,
mic. I was
yeah.
like, whoa. You know,
Pri-
I'm not
pri-
gonna get it like that.
Prior to
Hold up.
that, had you ever recorded before?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
this is first time.
First
First
time.
time in the studio.
Oh, man.
Yeah, first time.
And it was you and a few others? Or?
Nah, just me and Dolly.
Okay.
Just
But
me and
O'Dali
him.
had recorded before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. And then my son, Lewis, he was the engineer. The
Okay.
engineer. You know, I got introduced to him from Dolly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's there, and you know, he's just moving up in the game too. But now he got his thing done. You
That's
know,
what's up.
now he got his thing done. He got his work. He got his clientele up and everything. You know.
That's what's up. You gotta love, and I think being around people that have succeeded is important too. Just like being around people that support is important too. Like the way you could tell him, "Yo, you know this shit is fire. I fuck with. I could see the progress." I think that shit is really important too because
it's just honesty. Bro.
Exactly.
Honesty.
and people, bro. I think sometimes people underestimate the kind of people that they have around them. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have that support system, no matter what, shit is gonna be even harder. And that don't mean that you can't face obstacles, but when you have someone in your corner that's like, yo, I fuck with your shit. Keep going, keep pushing. I see you getting better. I think that gives you a little bit more motivation.
Everybody that deserves to hear something like that every day, at least once.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that keeps somebody's good. You never know, saying one little compliment, yo, I like your shoes. That makes somebody's day right there. You never
Yeah.
know. You gotta have more love in this world too, you know?
Man, we need that shit by the bolos.
And
nowadays.
even have somebody that'll tell you, yo, that shit is trash.
honesty.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
feel me?
Honesty,
That shit
you need
is-
that
is
too.
not that
Well,
slap.
Yo,
not.
that is not it.
Exactly.
It's not it.
You need honest people around you too. It's that same
You know,
support system.
respectfully.
Of
you
course,
know?
of course.
It's a
Like you don't
difference.
want to
It's a
spend
difference.
that.
It's a
Someone be like,
difference.
that shit's trash,
Yeah.
nigga. Then you might need some
Damn.
hands.
Yo, burn that shit.
You feel me? But you know, you could be like, yo, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, like that's the thing about having friends. Like when I was up in the dorm and I was making beats and I had my speaker, I had loud speakers, so my boys, they were hearing, you know, but they were letting me rock even with like how loud it was, and they were like, you know, they my boy Jared, shout out to my son Astro Kid, and
Yeah.
you know the vibes.
Yeah,
And he would hear me and he would guide me and he would show me like, yo, this is where I learned a lot of the stuff that I was taught. Like I've seen this kid make beats before, so I understood like what it was, like how it should look like, you know. And it was just
We type have the same experience then.
yeah, you feel me?
Coming
Like,
up like that.
it's
As
just,
someone to kind of help.
Yeah, to start off,
Yeah,
you
you
get a
know,
mentor
like-
first. You see,
Yeah, that's
know, you-
important.
Yeah,
That's important. You got to learn from the people that you know are successful.
listen, with DJing, my first gig was in September of last year, and that was only because of my boy Tim. Shout out to my son Timothy, my son Tim. You feel me? He had a couple friends who wanted to throw a party and they didn't have a DJ. That nigga came back to the dorm and said, yo, bro, the guys needed a DJ, so I just threw your name in there. You got 2 gigs this weekend. I said,
I know you was like, oh.
bro, it was a Thursday. I had to
Debut.
get ready for
just like that.
Yup. And he changed my life completely with that opportunity. Because from that, I started getting invited to the parties, and they started asking me to DJ almost every weekend. So I was getting lit for free every weekend.
That's what's up.
Free drinks, free hooks, and all that. And I was getting paid to do it.
Shit,
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like a good
Shit,
time
nigga,
to me.
I want to DJ now.
Shorties come around you and all that. You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah,
They
yeah,
want
of
to be up in
course.
your space, and you
Of
know they
course.
want to be vibing with you. You feel me?
I want to make a request.
Oh my
Okay.
Funny,
fun,
yeah,
man.
funny.
DJing is fun. I love.
That's what's up,
DJing.
bro, to find something you enjoy. That's
It's
what's up.
important, man. I encourage so many people to tap into their creativity side because it really gets you thinking on how life could work. And it's important to just believe in yourself and just to understand that even with people supporting you or not supporting you, you're on this journey alone.
Yep.
And you got to
Yeah.
remember,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
cannot give up. You're the
You
only
can't expect a handout.
Exactly.
At
You
all.
are the only person who's gonna wake up in the morning, you know, do a little self-love, self-care, and then get right to work and improving your craft. No one else
Yep.
is gonna be bossing. Even though people are supporting you, they're not gonna be on your ass all day. Of
course not.
They're not gonna be waiting for something. You have to put something out and put something out that
Just
attracts.
appreciate
the
what you
attention.
got, but just keep on going
Exactly.
forward.
Because there's always more.
There's always
always more.
And it's just important on getting started. So many people hesitate because they don't believe in themselves and they don't think it's real. You feel me? Like, and you can understand that because you see like a big artist and you're like, damn, imagine like what it's like to wake up to him. It could happen.
Absolutely.
You just have to start because that's how they did it. They were once looking up to someone else and saying the same shit. And how did they get to where they were? They realized that they were on this mission solo, that they were on this like life purpose that they wanted to create, to be creative and use their creativity to express feelings or like to create a vibe and all that. And you have to understand that you're on this path alone and you can't give up because you could be 4 years in, you give up. Who says that the next year you wouldn't have blown up off of the one beat you made or the
Yeah.
one song you got or
Yeah.
the one party?
That's facts.
You know, so it's just like if you're a content creator, you want to make beats, you want to do a podcast, you want to be an artist, you want to be a DJ, anything content creating, start
Yeah,
it. Just
you know,
do it.
just
There's
like
no
how we
perfect time.
saying, it's just always, you know, you work smarter, not harder.
Yes. I
That's
live
it.
by that.
That's
Yup.
it.
I
you
live
know,
by that.
That's it. That's how it gotta be.
That's
Wisdom
what's
from
Don't
J.
stress.
Red.
Don't stress yourself
Mm.
out. You know,
Yeah.
Straight.
Come on.
Don't stress
now.
yourself out. You know, just plan, plot it. You know, do it smart, lay back, watch how everything's going.
And work on it every day.
That's
Just
it. Just
but
one
the-
little step to it.
the most important thing, get it started.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do it.
Get it
Get
Absolutely.
it
started.
started. I
Yep,
feel
yep.
like a lot of people procrastinate, waiting on
Yes.
like the perfect time, the perfect.
There is no
equipment.
perfect time. There is no
I need to
perfect
have
time.
this. I need to have that.
Yup.
And it's like, no, bro, you just do it.
Just
You-
do
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
Just do
Just
it.
do
The-
it.
with DJing, the reason why I went to Buff,
Just, you know,
yeah,
not people don't understand. Not everything is in front of the camera.
literally.
A lot of
Yes.
work is done, you know, outside of that.
Yup.
It's the dirty work that
Yeah,
matters.
OD. People gotta
Preach.
respect that. When they see the work come, they see the work come.
Because what you do behind closed doors is what really matters. It's not when people
Exactly.
are watching.
Yeah, you know.
Bro, we're a great example of that. We started this podcast and it was just straight audio for like at least
Us just talking shit
Yeah,
for
well,
a long
at that.
time.
Look at that.
Yup.
Look at that.
It's
And now you
all
got
that
us
matters is y'all
too.
started.
Now you got us two sitting down listening
Exactly.
to you
Now we
guys
have
talk
guests.
You know,
Now
Which
we
we
have guests.
appreciate.
you know how, you see how that works?
which
We
we
appreciate-
appreciate. Thanks for
we
stopping by,
Off
guys.
of just
we
talking,
appreciate
yo.
y'all having us.
Thank
That
you.
I-
Likewise, man.
Thank you.
For
Thank
real.
y'all so much.
For
I'm
real.
a fan
It's
of
a
the show
pleasure.
myself. So
It's a
I
pleasure.
wanted to ask you, Jay, too, because he got into a little bit of like how it was when he first started it. Like, how was the beginning of your journey? Like, what was the challenges? How was it
Yeah.
presenting it to
Jay, I'm
your
very
family?
curious, yes, with that because I feel for MCs is that it's a little bit tougher as well because
different
if
ballgame.
well,
Tú quieres un rapero.
Yup.
yeah,
Yup.
yeah, your parents look at you like nigga, like you're smoking dope and shit. If you tell
Yeah,
me
it's,
you wanna
it's
be a
true.
rapper.
It's true.
They just see
you
a
know
big
what
ass
it is?
blunt,
And
bro.
not only that, I feel like fucking rapping is fucking hard work, bro.
Absolutely.
Putting
Rapping.
together bodies of work, actually
Yep.
fucking
That
rhyming, and then to be consistent. Because my whole thing
That's
about
the main,
like
that's the main thing
about
about it. You gotta be
rappers
consistent.
and-
When you come out of doing your work, you have to be consistent. You know, you can't lay back and think you gotta just like how my first session was that I came in the mic and I thought I was gonna have it like that. That's not how it is when you first come out for this thing, you know.
You got to keep
It's
climbing
not
that
easy.
mountain.
Just like that, it's not easy. You have to keep that like if you're talking,
Mm-hmm. Has to become second nature.
walk the
I
talk.
guess.
so like you were saying the first time that you went into the studio, you had something that you were working on for like a month.
Yeah,
That-
that was the song I came in with.
That was the
Yeah,
song you
yeah,
came
yeah.
in.
Okay.
Okay, got it, copy.
Okay.
So how often do you write songs? And like, how does your process specifically work? Like, do you just write rhymes? Do you write hooks? Do you write like you're like, oh no, let me just make the song now by writing like the verses and the hook, or like, do you just sometimes just like, oh, let me just write this hook, or let me just write this verse?
Nah, when I write a song, I try to do a song every day. I try to do a song every day. Like
Yeah.
you don't even have to finish it. I don't gotta finish it. I won't feel bad. Like I used to feel bad about not finishing a song. I try to finish a song. I have a goal for myself. Yo, I'm gonna finish a song every day, but I can't do it. You know, I couldn't force myself. I don't have it that day. I can't do it that day.
Right.
You know, it's fine. But I try to do it every single day until I finish the song. That's how I go about it.
Okay.
And then for the idea of the song, I just wake up and I just feel like I do certain things. I have my little routines, you know, every day, and you just feel that certain tick once you're settled. Once you're settled, you do your morning routines, and once you're settled, you just have a different feeling. And off of that feeling is how I get the idea for the song to write about.
Okay.
So when you write based off an idea, and then you go about it throughout the full song. So you do the verses,
I try to have a vision for how I want to have it be perceived by others first.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I try to have it done.
Because I've heard of people like a lot of writers like for example, I've heard of writers that they write with the crowd in mind. So like when they're writing a song, they're writing a song
You
that's
see,
that-
like how
that's
others
for
perceiving
performance.
it.
Yeah.
Know? Like, I want to be able to like have others enjoy how I feel on that specific track. That's just like that.
Okay.
Just like that.
So do
That's-
you?
So
that's
you're
how
not
I'm
going
going
for
about
like a
things.
performance base. You're going more for like a vibe, a feeling
You know,
of the song.
I could
Right.
see a lot of people vibing to it. I could see a lot of people just going about it. You know, it's all about who's gonna carry with me. That's
you
all
just
that matters.
perceive
at
it
the
like
end
how
of
the
day.
song is just gonna hit, right?
Yeah. You know, I always have a projection on how I'm gonna have things done. Like you always have to plan for it first. So when I'm writing a song or I'm going about a song, I'm always thinking about how I'm gonna market it after. You know,
Mhm.
you have to market it after. You know, but it's my piece. I don't want to. It's me bringing my piece to the world. So I don't want to bring, you know, the other side of it. That's how I go about it.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. And you say you write a little bit. So do you start multiple songs? Like sometimes you'll start the beginning of, let's say you started the beginning of a song today. Will you do the beginning of another one tomorrow? Or you'll do a little bit more of that song until that song is done before you start on the next? Like, do you do one at a
Both.
time or both?
Both.
Okay. Okay, it just depends on what the
Both.
day has brought.
Like yeah. It's just not. I don't even have like a specific session for it. It's just I just go about it. Like okay, I'm gonna try for the next hour. I'm gonna try to have a verse done.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that.
Okay. All right.
Just
That's-
like if it was
that's
homework.
tough.
Just like if it was homework.
See, and that's
Just
tough.
mad low. Yeah.
That speaks to the creativity, because I could tell you if I sit down and try to write a verse, that shit's gonna. It's gonna be some
gonna be
cat
there.
hat.
See, that's how I
smash
feel
shit.
about his
Uh,
work. That's how I feel about his work for me. You know.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And
what
I'm not saying my work is easy, you know, at all. But everybody has their ways of going about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you have a plan, you gotta accept the consequences. So you go about it. But that's how I feel about his work for real. Like that, I can't
Look at
do
someone
that
else,
at
you're
all.
like, shit. All
Uh-uh.
right.
You know,
So first go for you when it comes down to producing.
All right.
Do you just make the song today, or how exactly does that work? Do you're looking for sounds? Because I know for music it might take a little bit longer because it's more of a sound as opposed to composing words.
Yeah. The thing with producing beats is the beats have to also paint a picture. There has to be a certain vibe for the beat. So that means that you have to have the right instruments, all your drums, things like the kick, the snare, they have to make sense and they have to blend well together. Cause people could put out like,
he's just making my work come to life.
you know,
That's his job. Just
and
like that.
with it's just important for the way I do it. I try to make one beat a day, and you know I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I don't always make one beat a day because sometimes I get stuck. But for me, I know that if I sleep on it instead
You
of
get
trying to-
distracted.
Exactly.
Of course.
You know,
No.
sometimes like I'll sleep on it and then I'll go back and I'll have a brand new mindset towards it. I'll approach it differently. And so what I like to do with beats, sometimes I like to make sample beats. So it's about what's the perfect sample. What is it that people are, when they hear the sample and they're like, nah, he didn't just make a trap beat to that.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And it's important with beats that you're confident and that rappers are gonna choose that beat and rap on it.
Mm-hmm.
As the producer, you have to be the sound behind the rapper. You know what I'm saying? And just accept and just accept the fact that like you can make 10 beats and only 3 of them are good. But that's fine because if you think about it in baseball, that's a 300
None of them.
average.
300.
Imagine none of them.
Exactly.
It don't matter if none of them is
Yeah.
hidden. You
Because
know,
the next 10 could
They
hit.
don't.
The next 10 straight could hit. You never
Yeah.
know.
you just keep on trying,
Yeah.
When you make
just
beats,
like that.
Yeah.
what what exactly do you have in mind? Because in my head I feel that for the most part producers go about like the feel of the beat, if that makes sense. That we're just composing a beat throughout, or is it more like you want to cater to a certain sound?
Yeah.
Or do you have like, let's say you have Jay in mind, like this beat would go with like his flow. Just your perspective on how you go about making the beats.
So it was the second thing you said about me having a sound. I like to make a lot of New York beats. I like to make a lot of, anthem beats and beats that have that boom bap feeling because hip hop started in the Bronx, the boogie
Yep.
down
So
Bronx.
that's your
right.
bag right there.
Exactly,
basically.
you know.
Okay.
So I know how to turn that into
You make it
something
from
more
New York,
modern.
you make it anywhere.
That's right. That's the
Exactly.
fucking truth.
Big
how it
facts,
is.
homie.
That's how it is
Hating
here.
ass niggas in New
New
York trying to
York.
stop your bag.
Yo,
you feel
but
me? So-
everybody go about their things.
That's it. That's just another
Exactly.
obstacle. Like
Exactly.
any other one.
Yep,
Literally.
that's
so,
life here.
Yup. So when I try to make a beat, I just try to really, I know what sound I want to go for. Do I want to go for a more trap sound that Future might be able to rap on, or do I want to go something a little slower, but it still has trap drums, something for like A Boogie. So first I'll determine that what type of beat, or sometimes I might just take my MIDI keyboard out, something like this, but like a piano, and then I'll just play out sounds. Now for me, I am not a musician at all. I have no idea about music theory. So what I have to trust is my ears to
Yeah.
sound good, because I have no idea what notes even sound good together. I have to just hear it out and test it. And it took constant beats for me to be like, This
is what I was looking for.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is what I need. This is what the beat needs.
Exactly.
This is the sound I'm looking for.
You hear one thing on one beat, and then you're like, all right, I didn't like all the other parts, but that part, let me put it in another beat. Let me on the next beat, let me add that to the next beat. And then you start forming your sound.
It's like painting a picture. Oh, let me grab these
Exactly.
drums. Let me grab this snare.
That's how
Let
it
me
is when
grab
you go
this
to the
sample.
booth.
When you
That's
go
how
to the
it-
booth too,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
true.
It's like
You know?
we're rapping. What words you want to grab? What picture you want to paint?
It's
What
painting
story
a
you want to
picture.
tell? You know.
I respect that shit OD because I'm not the most creative person. You know, I know everybody has a little bit of a creative side, but you know, like, and I'm sure you can attest to it too. Like growing up in the hood is like the extent of the creativity they extend to us is music.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it. And there's so much more, like he said. It's not just what you're being told you can do. There's a wide world of shit that you can explore, that you can get bread off. A lot of things that people will pay for. Someone will pay
Society
for.
has changed a lot.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
and for the better as well. You know.
Yeah. It's a different time, man, and I'm glad. Cause like I said, like the extent of my creative training was art class. And I can't even draw a fucking stick figure to save my life.
Yo, me either.
So
man.
that
I
you know what
feel
I
that.
mean?
Can't draw for nothing.
I respect people who can do this craft.
I took
from
a painting
both.
class though.
What?
I took a painting class.
Word?
Yeah, last
How
semester.
was that?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was really fun.
Different, right?
Yeah, it was. But you know, it was weird because I took painting, and first instead of drawing. So it was a different experience for me.
Got
know?
you.
So I was like, damn, this is gonna be tough. But I made it through, and I ended up seeing the little progress. And I was like, oh, I
And
know how to
that's
do the little
it.
shadows, the little outlines. I'm
Yeah.
like, and it came through.
That
and I
shit
ended
gets
up
you
getting
hyped,
an A.
man.
Yeah.
It's a different skill, bro.
Yep.
And literally, what's fire about what he said? He got out of his comfort zone.
Yes.
To do something.
Yeah, you
that
just
he was
try
not
it. You just
comfortable
try it,
with.
man.
He
You see
didn't-
progress in some
Exactly.
areas, and you could build off all those areas. You develop them, and you make it into your own.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
You only
Develop
grow
it.
putting yourself in uncomfortable
Yep.
positions,
Yeah.
which is why with something like rapping, first of all, to my rappers out there, rapping is an art. It is a craft that you have to practice. Not everyone is good at rapping first.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
Everyone is good at rapping first. It is
PSA.
a craft.
And just
Exactly.
because it
Yep.
sounds good
yeah,
in your head,
yeah.
Yes.
But you could
doesn't
always
mean
try
it's
it.
gonna sound the same when you
You always
spit
try.
it.
It's investing in yourself. Really. You have to take something serious for you to become it.
Yeah.
That's it. A lot
I
of people get discouraged, but that's a part of life. You get discouraged, and you could get discouraged any point in your life, no matter how old you are.
Yep. You can fall down a million times. You got to keep getting back up. And
That's
if you
it.
find out that ain't for you,
That's
that
it.
ain't for you. That's fine. But at least you figured out that it wasn't for
Yeah.
you.
You gotta know that by yourself.
Yeah.
That's into. But and I always say to people, when they're at that point, a lot of people, whether it's rapping or whatever they're doing, in classes for this a certain type of career path, just remember why you started. Why you started, and if you don't feel that same way, then drop it.
Time to
And
find something new.
yeah, then you can find something new.
And that's perfectly fine, by the way. I just want to put that out there. It is perfectly fine to start something and realize that it's not for you and then pick something else up. That is perfectly fine because it's only failure if you did not learn from it.
Absolutely.
As long as you pick something up from it, damn, for me, I wanted to be a rapper in middle school. Who didn't want to be a rapper? You see all these people and you're like, damn,
Everybody want to be.
Yeah.
exactly.
Either
So I
that or
started,
ball, baseball.
Yep.
I didn't, and I realized I was like, damn, I don't really know how to rap, but let me try making beats. Oh, I don't know how to make beats, but let me see if I can transition music that sounds nice together and create a vibe.
A little push in
Boom.
yourself,
and that's what started, and that's where I needed to start a little later than I really wanted to, because that was the time that I was supposed to start, where I finally picked up on something, a foundation at least. That's all you need, and that's why it's important to start and really try different shit. Like even as a rapper, you should be trying to produce your own beats. It's important because then even as a rapper, when you produce your own beats, you produce your own sound.
That's twice the bag, too.
Exactly,
Claro.
twice the bag.
Twice the bag.
What?
Twice
People
the
like
bag.
J.
Gotta
Cole
get to
started
that
making
later
beats before
on.
he was rapping.
Yeah.
Shit.
Exactly. So and it's just important to push your creativity past your comfort zone of what it is that you're good at. even though I'm a DJ and I produce beats, I still try to rap on my own beats to create a vibe and to get in the head of a rapper. To
You
see
know,
what
and,
it is
and
that
cutting
rappers
and going
like
back,
to do.
like you could be good at a lot of things. You know, someone could be good at, flipping cups, throwing
Yeah.
a football, something simple like that. But it's what you love to do at the end of the day. And if you want to keep on doing that, then you keep on doing that.
Yeah, do what you love,
You know,
guys.
yeah, man. You wake up every day.
what you
You
love.
get to choose what you gotta do.
Yeah. And it's okay to not know what that is
That's
at any
perfectly
moment.
fine.
You got that's
You
something
know,
you got to
just
figure
be aware
out.
of others' feelings too, because a lot of people are selfish out here.
Absolutely.
That's
not-
for a fact.
and
A lot
don't
of
take it
people.
personal.
Yeah. That's I had to learn that the hard way too. Like I just realized that a lot of people don't got you the way you got them.
That's
And
100%
everybody
true.
loves each other different. That's what I'm trying to say. Everybody loves each other different.
No, yeah, that's a gem right there, and I'm
Yeah.
surprised. No offense, that it's coming from a 21-year-old. Because
Yeah, that's something you don't learn
that's
early.
Thank
bro,
you. I don't
that's
take it
a
as an
gem.
offense. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a gem.
That's wisdom past the number of years. So shout out to y'all, like y'all, like we said, y'all not that young, you know what I mean? But at least it seems like both of y'all have good heads on your shoulders,
Nah, yeah, bro.
Driven-
20,
Thank you,
21.
Thank you.
driven
Yeah.
towards something that you want to do. Cause I couldn't tell you what the fuck. I just figured out what I wanted to do.
Bro,
I'm
that's,
30.
that's why I'm giving it up. I'm like, yo, when I was in my 21s, oh, all right.
I was siphoning fucking bitches.
A whole lot of gang.
That's what I was doing.
It was a whole lot
Oh,
of gang
man.
shit, nigga.
Whole lot of
That's all
gang.
it was, nigga. It was a whole lot of gang shit.
Con Dios, con Dios, con Dios.
Yeah, no, but that's what's
And we
up, bro.
still
Because
going.
that's progress. That's y'all pushing towards something bigger than getting sucked into the same hood
Yeah.
shit that keeps us in a cycle of keeping us at the bottom. You know that, and that hopefully both of y'all careers take off. That y'all can lay the foundation for the next generation for y'all,
Yeah,
so that
right,
they could
right.
start
Right.
at a better place than y'all did.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
me? That shit is super, super important and something we don't
Everybody
really
deserves
think
love.
about.
That's
Yeah,
it,
hell
everybody
yeah, bro.
deserves love. A
We're
chance
missing a lot
to-
of that.
A chance
Claro,
to,
and I'm glad you guys came through because it's a great way to highlight that these gentlemen in 2021, but they already focused. They already know what they want to do. They bout their
sure,
bag.
for
They
sure,
here
for
recording the
sure.
podcast on time, might I add.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? So that
On
shows a
time.
lot of dedication. Because a lot of people, like we were just
Do
saying,
this. We do this,
a lot of
we-
people say, I want to do this, I want to do that,
They don't
but never
start.
do shit.
It's true. Talk is cheap.
And it's like, let me just shit on DJ Fresco because he's doing his shit. Yo, DJ Fresco, you shit. But because of my insecurity that I'm not doing shit with my personal.
You just gotta be comfortable with where you at, and just keep on going with yourself.
And know that there will always be critics.
And give yourself
Always.
a chance.
Always.
And you
give
can't take
yourself
it.
a chance.
You can't take it personal what everybody says because that person might hate themselves for not doing what they love,
Mm-hmm.
but they see you doing what they love. But they have so much hate in their heart that they're like, damn, fuck this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
like he's actually rapping. Why can't I rap?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and that person tries rapping, you realize he's garbage. Damn, fuck that nigga. Like, all right, and that's some sucker shit. And that's some hating ass stuff. Like, and-
I try to stay away from that stuff. You just gotta be focused within your own zone.
Yeah.
As long as you're focused on it could happen to anybody.
Worry about your own bag.
Yeah, it can
man.
happen to
Worry about
anybody.
your own plate.
It can happen to anybody if you really in that or not. That's why people get disrespected when they be, fronting that they are, but they not.
Exactly.
Just worry about yourself. Be you
you.
and do what you gotta do, and that's it.
Be
That's
you. Stop
it. Be
worrying about
soft. Be
anybody
soft like
else.
that.
That's okay.
Like
That's okay. If
Like,
that's
come on,
you.
man.
That's you. That's you.
and just love yourself. Like you yourself, you deserve to love yourself. You deserve to have love in
You
your
know,
heart.
you
and
know
spread
what
love,
others,
know?
you know what others make you want to know. Like that's it.
And
Everybody has their own opinions.
And just overall, just find your bag, man. Because like we were saying, maybe you're not a good rapper, but you might be like a great songwriter. So why not?
Don't be afraid
just
to
write
explore.
songs
Not a
or-
good
Yeah, that's
performer.
true.
Yeah.
Also-
you're not able to show your face out in front, but you're like shit. Like I could really write.
Yeah.
So
There's people who got
practice.
to the
All
bag like that.
practice. All
Yeah,
practice.
find your bag.
Exactly.
You
I just
know?
want everybody to know that too. Like it's all about practice.
Yes.
Well, if you do it one day, all right, and you don't do it for 3 weeks, try it again though. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like time is not gonna stop for you. It doesn't matter if you do it today or 100 days later. You gotta go for the same result. And then when you get that result, you go for a different result.
Exactly.
You keep on being like
Step
that.
out.
There's
Step
no
out.
Can't stay comfortable.
Yeah, there's just no perfect
Can't.
timing to do shit.
There never is.
There's
There's never a perfect time to do anything,
and
bro.
that was my problem. Like when I said I wanted my first gig, I wanted my first gig in December of 2019 was to do my dance, was to do a dance in my old high school. But because of my boy Tim, he made that reality come true. What is like 2-3 months earlier, and that was like by December I had like 10 gigs in already.
Right.
You feel me? And it's like, yo, just accept the opportunity when it's presented in front of you. Create a positive vessel and really
Everybody
attract what it
starts
is that you
somewhere.
want, you
If
know?
it's
Everybody
not
starts
presented to
somewhere.
you, go out and get it.
You know, like everything is a craft.
Yeah.
Everything, podcasting is a craft that needs to be practiced. Rapping is a craft that
people
needs
need
to
to
be
respect
practiced.
each other's differences.
Absolutely.
That's why everybody has their own way of going about art. You know, and that's I had that type of feud with on like myself before, you know, before me actually getting into it. Like everybody, you know, trying to sound the same. You know, and
Why?
I used to like talk shit about it. But then, you know, when I started liking it, when I started getting into it, it was more like, okay, I can see why everybody was saying this, but it's more about being comfortable in your own skin doing it. And when you're more comfortable doing it in your own skin, and you're, you know, getting your bag and you taking care of your loved ones, you know, you're safe, you're healthy. Then,
That's the artistry right
then
there.
I don't care what you think.
Right.
Be comfortable in your own skin.
Opinions are like assholes.
Respectfully,
Man.
respectfully.
Opinions are like
You know?
assholes.
Be comfortable.
Everybody got one, bro.
That's very important to highlight because I have we. Coño, yo no sé qué es lo que yo tengo.
That's the Henny.
No,
it's the Henny, man.
Arnold, get to the chopper, no.
That's the Henny, my boy.
Nah, that's Henny right there.
But it's
speaking.
important to highlight what they're saying because the new generations, I feel like everybody's seeking validation from like Instagram likes or whatnot. When the
I
real
think- I
truth
think it's
is that
more-
you don't need anybody. You don't need anybody to validate you. You validate yourself.
You know what it is going into that. I think it's more about how society views technology. You know, we use technology every day. You wake up, you look to your left, you look to your right. Your phone's right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so society made, you know, what's being shown on the internet be acceptable in person.
Yes. They're pitching a fake life, man.
Yeah.
Social media is not real life.
It's not,
Please
bro.
understand
It's
that. Social media is not real
DJ
life.
Fresco announcement.
I thought-
DJ Fresco
we-
announcement.
We clear on that? Everyone's
Yeah.
social media is not real life. Y'all are really just posting your own, like, y'all are like really faking it. And, you know, it's everyone can see through. You feel me? And just understand that what someone else is, when you wake up in the morning and you pull out your phone and the first person you see is a very successful rapper and you compare yourself to him, you automatically put yourself
all
down.
that status,
Yeah.
man.
Exactly.
That's
Why are you
that's
doing
the
that? You
social
know? Like,
oppression. That's what makes it
exactly.
come true. You know,
That's a bad way to
It's
wake up,
created for all
man.
that.
Nah,
That's a
makes
bad
that
way to wake
possible.
up.
when you wake up, yo, don't even touch your phone for the first hour of the day. Focus on yourself
shit.
and focus on
And
working
that's
on
tough,
yourself.
too.
And I've been doing that.
That's
I
tough.
can, I can
don't
tell
know
you
about
right now how
that.
long I've been
Yo.
doing that. I've been
Jail's
doing,
like that.
I gotta text Shorty, yo.
I've been
morning.
doing it for 322 days.
Yeah?
with Carlene. Shout
uh-huh.
out to Carlene. We've been doing this for 322 days. We would wake up, not even touch our phones for the first
Hour.
we wouldn't go on social media for the first hour of the day. And we spend the first hour of the day like really practicing self-love and self-care and just understanding that what you see on social media, everyone's life is different. Everyone's path is different. Some people's times is sooner, but understand that everyone has a time and a place for everything.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
know,
just-
going into that as well, it's just like social media just shows the results. You know, it don't show the hustle behind it.
Right.
It doesn't.
Right.
People don't see what's going behind the scenes.
That's where the
That's
real
just how
work
it
is
is.
done.
The real
That's where
work
the
is
real
behind
work
the
is
scenes.
done, exactly.
Everything shown in social media is, you know, is just for showing off. Or either that, you know, it don't gotta be everybody. Even for that, you know, people don't gotta have those intentions, but others are.
Yes. And everybody, like you said, everybody's marching to like, I personally feel like if you wake up and the first thing on your mind is you're worried about the next person doing X, Y, and Z, you already fucking up.
Yeah, OD.
You
Sucker
fucking up
move.
because
if you
what
judging,
you eat
if you
don't
judging,
make me shit.
yeah, if you judging, you're not living happy. If you judging,
You're not,
you're
bro.
not living happy
You know,
if you
what,
judging.
this shit reminds me of that episode that never aired where I just fucking went off on that topic.
Oh my God, that's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
was
wait,
it?
no, yeah.
This was when we were still only doing audio.
Yeah.
No. This was in the school.
This was in the school. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
right. It was in
It's
the
just
school.
that that part didn't air. Well, we have there's a lot of potting that doesn't air.
Copy.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot
Oh, yeah.
that doesn't air, and that just happened to be one of the things that, in particular, that day I was just going off on. Yes, like, why do you worry about the next person's plate if it's not gonna like help you at all?
Yeah,
At all.
if you judging, you're not living happy.
What's the whole
Basically.
Because
point?
that's your job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You've made your job to judge and someone else.
and you're judging because you realize how sad your life is. And the thing is, you just have to be grateful for whatever it is that's in front of you. Like, there's other people who have way less than you, but
Absolutely.
just
Yeah,
yeah,
understand.
God bless.
Like,
Because
exactly,
yeah, there's
you
people
feel me?
that can't even go to school.
Yep.
They don't even got
Exactly.
shelter.
Yep.
No
Yup.
People
food.
can't eat. Yep.
You know, and we here sitting down with mics and phones that we could call our moms,
Yeah. You gotta be grateful, man. I try to
call your loved ones. You know,
I try to have that mindset every day, bro. Like sometimes I wake up and I'm glad I'm in a bed. I'm glad I got a toilet to go shit in.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could walk to the
you
fridge.
could shower, you could drink,
you know
could
what I'm
brush your
saying?
Drop
teeth.
that deuce.
Yo,
I don't gotta think about it
Like,
twice. I don't
yo.
gotta wake up and think, fuck, where am I gonna get water from today?
Yup.
Yo,
Yeah.
word. I was
Yeah,
watching that
just-
water
yo.
shit on Netflix. I'm like, Jesus, these
Yo.
little kids have to walk 3 miles
Yo,
to get
with
some
the
fucking
can.
with the
water
bucket.
on top of your head. Are
The
you
shit is like a
fucking
gallon,
kidding
bro.
me?
and it's like
Like-
7 million degrees, and you got no shoes, maybe.
Bro, but
That's
did it-
tough, bro.
some lady made a machine, though, that creates water out of air.
Oh, really?
You guys haven't seen that's on Netflix. It's called Water or something.
No, I haven't seen that
this
shit.
is a show.
It was with Jaden Smith. They're
No,
trying to
is it a
solve
documentary.
I
Oh.
believe it's a documentary.
That sounds interesting.
with Jaden
wavy.
Smith, and it's basically they're trying to solve the water epidemic all over the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
okay,
a
I've
water
heard of
person.
that before.
Yeah,
I've heard
but I
of
just
that.
found that interesting because the
Yeah,
lady
that's
was
cool.
like, well, air carries a lot of moist.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, why can't we make water out of air? And she created a machine that, drinkable water out of air.
That's pretty fire.
Fire.
Damn.
It
Dope.
makes sense. Yeah, like that. We need more people like that.
Yep.
Who use their creativity to help others.
And
And
so-
Yeah, and that's
problems.
100%. She saw the problem and created the solution.
That's what's up, because it's like it's tough to want to solve problems for others. You know, everybody's kind of worried about themselves, and not that you shouldn't be, because obviously you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah, you know, just what it is. You just gotta build the resume of with whatever you're doing. That's all.
Yeah, and you never know who it can reach. You don't know who your craft can reach or help or make their day brighter or help them understand something
Right,
a little bit
right.
better, especially you guys in music, the way that a beat can make someone feel, the way that a verse can make someone feel, that someone could be like, yo, you know what? I kind of lived through that myself. You can reach somebody like that. So a lot of times music is more than just expressing your own creativity. You can really reach someone and help them through a difficult time, bro. And that's not everybody that can say that with what they do. You feel me?
the Dykeman
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Appreciate that for having me.
For real, for real, for
Well,
real.
with that being said, we just want to give special thanks to. Fuck, man, it's day now. So my life. Applause today.
The audience.
Yeah, we don't got- we
the
don't got
Henny,
Spritty
the
today.
The audience are
Henny,
loving our
The
special
audience
guest, my
excited.
boy.
The fucking behind
the
the
fucking
music,
vibes.
deluxe.
That's right.
But yeah, once again, we just gonna get one.
Wow.
Gonna say que
We're gonna want to wrap
Henny.
it up.
Special thanks to DJ Fresco
Yes.
for finally coming through after giving him 121 shout outs in each episode.
Finally,
That's what's
Fucking
up. That's what's
Our
up.
boy J Red for coming
Hey.
through too, man.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah,
J. Red.
thank you, J Red.
Dykeman's own. Dykeman's own. Dykeman's
Y'all
own.
already know Diamond's very own, the new generation. And
Right.
I just want to add that for these two young men, they sound very knowledgeable and
Yeah.
very wise.
Yeah.
Because
I try to be like that. I try to humble
no,
myself. Be a better person for me and others.
These guys are very fucking mature for their
Yeah.
age.
Wisdom beyond the years.
Thank
A
you.
lot of wisdom right here, and I don't see nothing but success in y'all future, man. Just
right.
stay
Thank you, man.
focused.
Fucking
I wish the
vibes.
same
Keep
for
working,
you.
and
Thank
it's
you.
and it's bound to blow up.
The next time y'all come on, though, I'm gonna need a little mix and maybe a little freestyle.
Dale,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I'm with
a little
that.
combo mixed with
I'm
the
with
freestyle.
that.
Yeah, we definitely gonna need that,
feel
man.
me?
Some fucking hot bars.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
tune in. Tune in to the next
Tune
one.
into
Stay
the
tuned.
For
next
real, for real.
And before we leave, just give y'all Instagrams out so
That's
so
right.
we put
Yeah,
it so
yeah,
people
so-
know where to find y'all. People know where to follow y'all work.
J Red Official, lowercase J RED Official, just like that.
Ahí está.
Show some love.
Boom.
You can find me on Instagram at DJ. I sound like my tag right now. You can DJ Fresco. on Instagram.
Fresco.
Fresco,
Know the
mami.
Yeah,
vibes.
you know the fucking
know the
vibes. Come on.
vibes.
Si
now.
tiene calor, date un trago de fucking
You know
DJ
the
Fresco,
vibes.
mami,
Yo.
oíste. Para que te refresque esa popola, you heard?
You know the fucking vibes.
Live from the MC.
I'm at DJ Fresco NYC. You can find me on SoundCloud as well on at DJ Fresco NYC. I also have playlists on Spotify as well as Apple, where I make playlists on. I change them up every 2 weeks to provide people with new vibes, new music.
Oh, dope. How I find that on Spotify? Just put in DJ Fresco.
Yup, DJ Fresco, and you can find me on Apple as well as DJ Fresco.
What is it? The Fresco Fridays?
Fresco Fridays?
Fresco
Every-
Fridays,
every
okay.
other
The Fresco
Friday.
Fridays? What's going down? The Fresco Fridays.
So on in the beginning of this year, I pledged to drop every single Friday, and for 6 months, I was able to do that. I have about, I think, 28 mixes now on SoundCloud where I was dropping every single Friday, and I called it Fresco Friday.
Okay.
And I
Oh.
like really.
That's a good ring to
it.
it.
Yeah,
Claro.
I
Good ring
love
to it.
Fresco Friday, and that's
Okay.
why.
Double F.
Just
And
the beginning of the journey.
And
That's
we
right.
brought,
For
we
better,
brought it
for a
back.
better ending.
We brought it back. I took a little break from it because I wanted to focus on making beats. I grew a very strong passion for producing. So Fresco Fridays is definitely back. I got my reggae mix out. You can find that up on SoundCloud. The next one we got drill. I do drill. I do.
You
bachata,
make drill
all of
beats.
it.
31 flavors, nigga. I'm gonna call Fresco
Come
Baskin
on.
Robbins out here.
Come on, I do it all.
the
I
flavor.
Yeah,
Okay.
come on. I mix with
Okay, that's what's
everything.
up.
Y'all got hookah?
Ya tú sabes.
The whole.
Oh, damn.
Tú tienes calor.
Oh,
Date un
set
trago
that
de
up
fucking
now.
DJ Fresco, mami.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow. That's the drop.
You know the fucking vibes, yo. Appreciate you guys for having us.
Thanks
For
for coming
sure,
through,
fellas.
guys.
Thank
we
you,
definitely
thank
gotta
you.
have y'all
Deadass.
back here again pretty soon. Like
Definitely.
Ivan,
For real,
like
for real,
Stack
for
said, we need a fucking
Pleasure, pleasure.
uno fucking
All
hot
love.
bars ahí,
right.
un fucking
All
mix
right.
ahí.
All love.
Got you.
Live.
Claro.
Soon enough, definitely. Thank you.
Yeah. Live from the MC.